Hi everybody. Well, as you were wondering, yeah, we're having more videos because it's easier to explain these confusing topics. So if you listen to kind of a weird sound, is the laundry because I'm next to it. So sorry. But well, let's start. Passive voice. Well, normally everybody speaks in active voice, yeah, but in some cases we tend to use passive voice. When do we use passive voice? In our sentence, we have basically three different parts. The first part is sorry, the subject, I, then I have my verb, and then I have the object. Well, why object? Well, because it's the one that receives the action. The subject gives the action and the object receives the action. I eat tacos. Yeah, the tacos receive my bite. Yeah, so that's why they are the object. And this sentence is in active voice. Why? Because first we have the subject. Yeah, that is how we identify passive versus active. That in active voice, we first have the subject. Now, then for turning this into a passive voice sentence, we're going to use the opposite form. Yeah, we're going to concentrate, we're going to emphasize in the object. Yeah, when we use passive voice, it's because we're going to emphasize the object. In this case, tacos. Now, as you may remember, I told you that we are going to use a magical verb. In this case, the magical verb is the verb be. Now, why magical? Why? Because this verb is going to indicate the tense, the time of the action. Yeah. In this case, look, I eat tacos. It's a sentence in simple present. So what is the simple present form of be? In plural, because we have tacos, are. Tacos are. Yeah. Now, what is the action that the tacos are receiving? In this case, the action is eat. But check the verb in passive voice, the action verb, it's all the time going to be in past participle or participle form. Tacos are eaten. Yeah? And if you want, that's at the end of the sentence. Like, yes, tacos are eaten. If it's necessary to mention the subject, we're going to do it with a by clause. By now me. Check how everything changes. Now, in this case, I was the subject. That's why I am using the subject pronoun I. But in this sentence, I, it's going to be the object. It's going, now it's the complement of the sentence. So when we're going to use the subject in the complement, as you may remember, we're going to use object pronouns. Me, you, us, them, etc. Yeah? So tacos are eaten by me. Obviously, this is an example. In a real life situation, you're going to add a complement more to specify. Like tacos are eaten by me every Sunday. Yeah? Obviously, this is formal English. Yeah? You're going to use this more in scientific texts, articles, etc. So, tacos are eaten by me. It's in, as we said, simple present, because my verb to be indicates simple present. Now imagine the original sentence is not in simple present. It's in simple past. It's the same. What indicates the tense? The verb to be. What is the past form of are? Where? And now it's in past. Tacos were eaten by me every Sunday. Yeah? Because we're indicating tacos. Now let's use a more academical sentence like the scientists are observing Mars. In this moment, the scientists are observing Mars. Not Bruno Mars, the planet, the red planet. Yeah? Now, it's the same. We have the subject, the verb, and the object. Yeah? So always identify the object, the thing of the person that receives the action. Now, this is present continuous. So, Mars is only one. So, the verb to be in present form is. But now we have to indicate that is in continuous, in progressive form. How are we going to do it? We're going to include a second verb to be, but with the gerund form. Be. Mars is being. Now, what is the verb? Observed. Observed. Yeah? Mars is being observed. Yeah? Until this point, if you read to this sentence, it makes sense. Mars is being observed. So we change the sense of the sentence. In this case, we emphasize in the scientist that they are observing Mars, and in this we emphasize in the object. Mars is being observed. Okay? And it's the same. If you want to change, imagine now this was in past. The scientists were observing Mars. You're going to have the same equivalence. Now pay attention to the conjugation of the verb to be, because here we are using where, because the subject is in plural, the scientist. In this case, how we're talking about only Mars, we're going to use the verb to be was, because Mars is single, it's only one. Yeah? And if you want, you can include the subject with a by clause, by them. Remember, object pronouns. So, or by the scientist. Or more specific, by the scientist this morning. Or in this moment. Yeah? So that is the idea. That is how you change from active voice to passive voice. Now, another thing that you can do. Sorry, I need to organize my ideas. Is that when you're talking in past, you can go straight to the previous past. Yeah, for example, this is a complete equivalence that is the same. Yeah, but for example, if you are talking in future, it's the same. For example, tell me one subject. Oh, the to should I? Yes, okay, okay, because now it's legal. I just seen it on the news, and it's relevant. So no, very, very no, because you're too young to for that things about smoking weed and no, no, I don't want to be a bad influence for you. Yeah, maybe robots will cure cancer. The cancer. Yeah, robots will cure cancer in the future. Yeah, and one more time, we analyze our sentence and we have subject, verb, and object. Don't be scared if you have a complement. Yeah, don't be scared if you have a complement. The complement, you can place it at the beginning or at the end of the passive voice. It doesn't matter. I'm going to do it. Robots will cure cancer in the future. Yeah, don't be scared if you have a complement. The most important part to identify is this, the first part. Subject, verb, and object. Now, okay, robots will cure cancer in the future. So one more time. First, look, you have two options. You can say in the future, in the future, in the future, object, cancer. Now, my magical verb, be, but we're going to use will because we need to indicate future. Cancer will be, what is my verb? Cured. Remember, my verb is all the time in participle form. Participle form. Yeah? Eaten, observed, and cured. Then my by plus. By yeah. In the future, cancer will be cured by robots, or cancer will be cured by robots in the future. Yeah, as you can see, you can place the complement at the beginning or at the end. It depends on you, the one that you think that makes more sense. Yeah? So, as I told you, the magic is here in the verb to be. Oh yeah, it's here. The verb to be is going to indicate the tense. Yeah? Or the time of the sentence. Yeah? Was being, was past, being continuous, past continuous. Where? Simple past. Will be, future simple, etc., etc., etc. Now I want to make one more example for perfect forms. Did you copy? You can pause the video or you can watch it again. Okay, so let me erase this part. Really? Now, for the perfect form, I have coins. I have collected coins for 3 years. Yeah? Now, this is not true. I don't like to have collections. But we can use it for our purpose. That is one more time. Subject, I. The verb, look, here is in present perfect. Then, who receives my action? The coins. Yeah? And then we have the complement. Now, let's do it in passive voice. Object coins. Then my verb be. Look, we're going to indicate first perfect. Perfect form, coins. My verb in participle form, been. Yeah? Coins have been. Been indicates perfect form because remember, be indicates the tense. Coins have been. In this case, we just copy the same form of the verb because this verb is already in participle form. Coins have been collected by me for 3 years. Or for 3 years, coins have been collected by me. Yeah? If this sentence was in past perfect, it's the same. Had. I had collected coins for 3 years until I stopped. And the same would appear here. It's an equivalence. Coins had been collected by me. Yeah? So that is how we form the passive forms, the passive structures. Yeah?